Hello babes, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this look right here. It's just like an everyday simple go-to makeup. So if you want to know how I did this, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I have already cleansed my face with this Vanity Planet cleanser, and I used a charcoal cleanser. I think that's how you say it. But I will do a video on that sometime next week to show you guys my whole I guess cleansing face routine. And then after I cleansed my face, I went ahead and used the Imperials from Lush Facial Moisturizer, which also works as a primer, I suppose. That's what they told me. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream. I just put a little bit in the back of my hand. And I use this MAC 130 brush to just blend it in all over my face. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. There we go. So again, I just put it in the back of my hand. I put a generous amount. And I grab a paddle brush and I basically go to town on this. So yeah, what has everyone been up to? I've been basically just filming. It took me so long to like get the setup and, you know, get the energy to actually film it, but now I'm like really into it. So I hope to be posting a lot of videos for you guys. So yeah, once I do that, I just go ahead with my beauty blender and just dab that in. Make sure you get your ears, because for some reason I tan like from here down, so my face is like the whitest part of my body, which sucks. Like I literally have to use a darker foundation, which I guess happens to everyone that tans. Make sure you bring it down here. Okay, now that my foundation is on, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. I always like to get my concealer like a couple shades lighter so it can really highlight under my eyes, because girl, these bags be especially when you have to study, like it's not a choice, honey. Okay, then in the high points of my face, right here, my nose, because your girl has somewhat of a big nose. Then we blend. I like to put this on my eyelids as well, although today I won't be putting on eyeshadow. I still like to cover up the little veins that might be popping through. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It looks like this. Focus. Well, it's not focusing, but it is in the shade Sandstorm. So this is actually my first time using this powder because I wanted to kind of stick to drugstore, but I didn't have a drugstore powder, so I went out and got this one. They say it's pretty good, so I'm just gonna pack this all in my face like so. I don't know about you guys, but my face during the day, especially when I use the Milani foundation, it gets super oily. I'm just gonna grab a smaller brush and put it under my eyes. Make sure to get your laugh lines because I'm literally always laughing. I gotta make sure that they don't stay, girl. You know the drill. Alright, now it's time to get these brows in shape. So I just go in with the MAC, I guess, pencil liner in Deep Dark Brunette. I just go to town, honey. I just make like little strokes, and then it brings like this side, so I just fluff them up a bit. Make sure it's good. Okay, so once I'm done with the stick, I go ahead with the Gimme Brow by Benefit. And do they even come in a color? I don't know, it doesn't say, but yeah, it's Gimme Brow by Benefit. And I just kind of fluff up my eyebrows because I want to make sure that they're not going anywhere. That would suck. All right. Now it is time to contour this face. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Hoola Benefit. It's a bronzer, but I honestly like to contour my face with it. So I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Angle Brush and go to town. This honestly like chisels my cheeks out so well. I just love it. I love having like a bronzy face that it looks like I just got out of the tanning salon. You get me? You girls understand me. I'm gonna contour this nose a little bit. Just a little bit down here. Not that much. Now for bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the MAC Bronzing Powder in the shade Matte Bronze. Now this is a really warm tone bronzer. So I'm just gonna use the MAC 150 brush and make sure I pat it and just chisel out my cheeks with it. I'm gonna make sure I get my forehead. Now what I do to clean up the bottom is I get the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder once again, and I just use like a small little brush and I just go along the line to like clean it up. But that's only if like you mess up. But just in case, I'm just gonna do it anyways so it looks like a good line. Who's texting me, hun? Okay, so with the same MAC bronzer that I used for my face, I'm going to use it as kind of like a transition shade. Even though I'm not putting on eyeshadow, I'm just using it to like define my crease. Since we put that concealer there, you can't really see my crease anymore. My eye has no definition. Now it's time for blush. So for blush, I will use the MAC Lovejoy blush. Looks like this. It's like a corally, peachy, glittery, shimmery look. It's so fabulous. So I am going to go in with the MAC 168, give it a little whirl, and just pop it on my cheekbones, on the apples of my cheeks. Looks somewhat like this, doll. Yes. So now it is time for highlights. I am going to go in with the MAC Duns at Dusk highlighter. I am going to be using a fan brush, and it brings like 4 shades, so I'm going to go in with this shade and that shade right there. And just, I don't want a really like extreme highlight. I just want kind of like a subtle, you know, nice highlight. So I'm not going to put too much on the high points of my face. Now it is time for mascara before I put on my falsies. So the mascara that I'm going to be using today is the Superhero by IT Cosmetics. Okay, so now I'm going to pop on my falsies and I'll be right back. Okay, now that my lashes are on, now what I like to do is I first get the MAC Gold Mine eyeshadow. With any little brush, I just like to pack it in the inner corners of my eye. just to brighten up the area. And then after I do that, to make it even brighter, I get the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and I get the shade Rich and Creamy, and I pack it on there as well. Okay, now the next step is lipstick. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D lipstick. It doesn't say the shade, but it's just like a nudie shade. It's a really good like everyday kind of shade. Okay, now I just let the lipstick dry, and while I do that, I am going to be setting my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Now I've never used this one before, so we will see how it feels. Oh, okay. Now it decided to work. Okay. That felt refreshing. Okay, and here we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.